Hey YouTube, how the heck you doing? I'm doing great, and I hope you are too. And I'm doing great because I got this guy today, and we're going to do a little unboxing and just play around with it a little bit, maybe ink it up, see how it goes. But this is one of the latest limited editions from TWSBI. Got this from my good friends at Ballou Pens. Their standard lollipop. Tootsie Roll Pop, actually. I like Tootsie Roll Pops. A lot smaller than they used to be. I don't know if that's just the size they're sending out or if they're just getting smaller in general. Little card with some ink on there and a thank you. Invoice, don't need that, it's already paid for. So here we go, we got the 580 AL, and this is the, I forget what it's called. So there it is, the 580 AL. This is the emerald green that I picked up. So as you've seen many times before, open the box, you got the directions, you got the little instructions for filling up the pen, and let's just pop this plastic part out of here. So there he is in all his glory, the 580 AL Diamond in the emerald green. Let me get this tape off here. You know, I usually try to keep the tape off there prior to it and kind of put it back on you guys, thinking that it's so easy to do, but it's not too bad. You got the little retaining rings, take those off, and there you have the pen. It's a nice color, very nice color. And underneath you have the little wrench and the grease that you may need for maintenance down the road. So let's put this guy to the side here and take a look at this emerald mint, something like that. But look at that, it's a nice color. Don't get distracted by my bright green behind it. I didn't even think about that when I was getting ready for this video. But there you go on that. This is, like I said, the 580 AL standard logo on the top with there in the red. Got the TWSBI name on the side of the band there, all high polished and everything. And then you got the piston filling system. I've always liked that system. It's so easy to do. You just move it up and down, filling up that pen. So we're going to fill that up with an ink that I haven't done in a while. This is actually Shinryoku by Pilot. It's kind of an emerald green, so I think it's going to go good with this. And then we'll do some writing, testing it out. It's got the nibs that I'm going to like on here, and I believe, which one did I get? I got the fine point. I'm not going to try to read that little F on there. I cheated. It's on the side of the box because I mix it up all the time. I get the 1.1 stubs. I get the medium, I get the fine, and every once in a while I get the extra fine. I find those to be a little too stretchy on the TWSBI brand and the other brand that I use, the Lamy, so I tend to stay fine, medium, and once in a while the stubs. So let's go ahead and ink this guy up, give it a little writing test, and see how it goes. So there we go, we got it all filled up. You probably noticed that as I was filling it, I kind of forced the piston down into the ink first and then brought it back up to fill up the reservoir area. And I find that sometimes with certain pens, and TWSBI is one of those, that forcing it down in the air first and then bringing it back up gives you a little better fill in the reservoir. It has a nicer look to it as far as how much it's going to get up into the ink area there. So let's go ahead and try this baby out. Like I said, this is the fine point. It's got the nice grip here, although I'm still waiting for more colors in the ALR one that has the ribbing on the grip area. But let's go ahead, do some writing, and of course I got my little laser guy here out here today. If it doesn't die on me, there we go. Like I said, it was finicky, and a couple people have noticed or commented that it's a pretty nifty device, and I do like it too. But let's go ahead and write out here just exactly. Now this paper that I'm using here is kind of more, it's not copy paper or anything, it's more of a poster paper or illustration paper, so it has a little more tooth to it than standard paper would. So we'll see how it goes. It's going along pretty smooth, laying down the ink right away. I didn't have any delay. It seems to be just running quite along there, although I'm getting off the line a little bit. AL. You would think if I put a laser light down I would stay on the laser line, but let's see how that goes. The fox is in the chicken coop. I don't know. I have nothing to write. I'm just writing scribble just to see what I can do with this guy, and just to see, like I said, this paper is a little more grippier than the standard writing paper, although I don't know if you can hear that or not. It's pretty smooth going across there. It's not leaving any kind of jagged edge, you know, catching the paper. I would think a paper with more rag to it would probably catch the nib a little bit more, being a fine point. So I don't know if it's just they really smoothed out this nib on this one or not, but I've had trouble with some fine points in the past as far as in the initial use of it. It's kind of catchy. This one seems to be writing pretty smooth. And the color I picked, it's kind of like an emeraldy green. Like I said, it was from Pilot. It was one of their Shin Ryuku, something like that. Can't pronounce it. I just know it was a nice color that I picked up. And I've had it in a few of my pens, so it's got a nice feel to it. Like I've always said, I do like the TWSBIs. Obviously, I'm collecting them, so I do like the way they look. I like the style of them. I like the feel of the grip and everything, and just the overall use, you know, how it writes down and lays down the ink. Fine point, you don't get too much flex to it. You can kind of see it flex if I really, and I don't want to really push it too hard, because eventually I will get some flex pens into my collection, and then we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and put this laser light on. See if we can do one more line of lay down here. Let's see, don't forget to subscribe. But if you're watching these, most likely you are subscribed. If you know someone that would enjoy watching my videos, pens, fish, whatever it may be, and I'm always going to be adding some new things. We got some new things coming up in Season 3 also that I haven't done in the previous season, so we'll see how that goes. You can see it's kind of bleeding, but that's more the paper. You can see it's bleeding right in that area, if you can or not. But let's put this guy back on here. Turn this guy off. So there you go, guys. That's my little quick review and unboxing of the TWSBI AL580 AL in the emerald green, emerald mint. Didn't say on the box. I just know it's emerald, so it's a very nice color. They're coming up with some nice colors. Hopefully they'll continue doing that through the season. Didn't get too much ink on me. I think that's just a little overdue from when I was wiping off the pen when I inked it up. So I'm going to enjoy this one, put it in my collection, see what we can do in the future with this guy. Maybe bring in some illustrations using fountain pens only, do some calligraphy. We'll see what we can do. But in the meantime, hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one.